I am here in Mr. Wabomba's bed. This is opposite you saw it on the advertisement he told us that is stationed Bungoma Club. This is Bwana Wabomba is here, is holding this, what is this Bwana Wabomba?
This Washington oranges.
Washington oranges. You know, he's just starting this very entrepreneurial garden. These are ornamental plants. Yeah. These are a variety of fruits. This is what you advertise. This was, we call it what? These are the gooseberries. You can see is picking. I've come to buy. I'm buying 10 of them. I'm also buying, there are these dwarf apples. No? Avocados. These are 12 avocados.
They are gold Hass.
They are gold Hass. I'm picking some. And he has even bananas. These are the Hass avocados. He's here with all his team. You can see that's a banana. You can see he's holding a banana. This it tells me this is a Kisikame banana. It's a cooking variety of Sikame banana. I'm sampling. I'm taking one of each. And this is a bamboo. And no, that's what you can see over there. This is it. And he has actually, mangoes are here. This is lemon, is it?
Yeah, this is a bitter lemon.
This is a bitter lemon. And all this you can see. He's just starting this. He's just starting this garden. Opposite, he says he was doing it indoors in his own home, but now he's an open place, very accessible, and indeed with all his team. Bwana Wabomba, what can you tell the youth and anybody? I mean, this agricultural venturing into agriculture, into nurseries and all that.
Well, perhaps I can actually give them a word of encouragement. This is basically an alternative source of income, especially fruit farming part, because you look at fruit farming is one of the most profitable enterprises that we are doing. Like now the gooseberries, what we are doing is that we are contracting youths in the villages. They soak it for us, then we can collect them and sell. A good number of wild fruits, e.g. the gooseberries, the loquats, the orphan groups, the orphan fruits that are actually fading off the market. We want to develop a very serious nurseries for orphan fruits, especially for our people, because of its nutritive value, to encourage people to do it. So just besides fruit farming, I think you have seen me talk about woody crops, wood trees, and even fencing trees. What we do as a Wabomba AgroVenture team, our major focus is actually to empower the youth, and that's why some of these things we don't produce by ourselves, but we contract local youth in the village so that they can be able to. We give them a contract, we give them exchange services, we teach them on how they should do it. Then we buy them, we bring to our center. So that we can sell to our clients.
Indeed, you can hear how we are now creating entrepreneurial culture among the youth. They will be idle. They are being occupied. They are making income generating, and they are being trained. And tell us more about those berries. What's special about them? People think that these things are just like a joke. Now, when you farm these ones, what are the benefits?
Well, these are gooseberries. As you can see them, they are almost fruiting. After transplanting, within 1 month, they will be fruiting. These gooseberries, we are trying to culture them because they are getting extinct to the market. And what has motivated us to look at these orphan fruits so that we can bring them back? One is because of the nutritive value. I'm very sure during your day's crop, these are things you are getting wildly in the village. When you go to graze your animals,
true,
you
yes.
will get these fruits. But today, you find them, they are very rare. So it is our obligation that actually we bring them back to the market because of its nutritive value. This one, its nutritive value is very high compared to any other type of fruit.
What can you? I'm told that you can make jam for bread and bread spread. You can add value to it when they are, you eat them straight or you convert them and make into jam, bread spread.
There are three ways. One, there are people who prefer when they eat them when they are still green. In terms of fruits, they eat them when they are green. They are very bitter when they are still green. But when they ripe, they are yellowish. They are now very sweet. Again, now its nutrient value has increased. There are still people who eat the leaves, or rather they mix them into as vegetative value. They eat the leaves. Contains high levels of chlorophyll as a nutritive value. So there are three ways in which this gooseberry can be beneficial. Thirdly, on value addition, it's now being processed. When you produce them on a large scale, you can easily sell them to different kinds of organizations. We have our colleague here called Geva Swakoli, the owner of Engoho Farm, is processing jam out of these gooseberries. And it's actually asking farmers to be able to produce the gooseberries so that they can actually supplement him in terms of raw materials.
Indeed, when we were growing up, we were eating this wild, and nutrition, we have been told by Bwana Wabomba, but maybe they have also some medicinal value because they were chasing away some of the diseases. All those berries that were getting in the wild, they were prevented a lot of diseases that are coming our way today. What can you talk about? I mean, tell us about those wild fruits and berries that we used to. They are now extinct, and I'm happy that you are reviving them. They are coming back. Encourage us. How can we actually farm this?
Well, basically, not having a medical background, I may not purport much more on medication. But what I know is that from history, this kind of fruits, when they were being eaten, they used to increase the immune system. So I still believe from my agricultural field of view that we need to actually guard this kind of fruits, the loquats, the gooseberries, much more of these wild fruits, so that we can be able actually to bring them back in the market and encourage people. It's not actually a must that you must grow them on a large scale. Like now, these gooseberries, you can grow them into pots as just even indoor plants. So you just need to get one on your veranda, maintain it very well, then it will be able to actually give you fruits. So basically that's what we are doing.
There you are. That is agripreneurship for you. You have seen Bwana Wabomba what he's doing in agriculture. He's adding lots of value, creating employment, creating awareness, provocating and awareness about agripreneurship. We don't want just to do agriculture for the sake of agriculture. And we have also moved away from agribusiness. We now talk of agripreneurship. And if you have been seeing all that Mr. Wabomba has been doing, you will agree with me that this is now the way to go. This is a very small garden is starting. He's already, we have seen what he has done already. As I said, these are ornamentals. And indeed, he has a whole team. That is a whole team of, I'm told you are the landscaper, sir. The landscaper. What's the importance of landscaping for these agricultural products?
The main aim of doing landscaping is to add value to the compound and environment, at least to add value to make sure that the environment is conducive for the purpose of picnic.
Now you had it. We were doing agriculture minus landscaping. Now you are getting, I think, add value. That's what we're saying now, agripreneurship. Therefore, you are now doing agriculture scientifically. Is adding that value to, and you can see with Bwana Wabomba, they move around, they look at your area, they see the landscaping that is suitable for you, and they do it to customize it to your needs. So these are the people to be with. These are the people to call. Of course, as a whole team out there, and I don't know, Bwana, you introduce yourself a bit and what you are doing.
Mr. Industry. I normally assist here with the manual work. When I'm assigned to do any given work, I'll undertake it. I'll help from time to time. But we are praying that this business, what we are doing here, shall expand, and in the long run, shall be profitable to our youth. And as we do so, should we get more resources and input from well-wishers, we believe this business will go a long way in, in helping young people put their hands on work.
Good.
So we are looking forward to a great business in future.
Good. You had it. Even this place itself is creating employment. You can see the chain. So you can see the whole chain already here. Just the 4 people you are seeing here are just a bit of the whole team that goes around. So within this team already, we are creating employment. And not just employment, there is training. There is, this is Mr. Who. Can we just coming in, you know? Yes, they tell us who you are and what you do here and what your role will be here. Who you are, what you do, probably even your age. Want to see, are you a youth or old as me?
I'm Kent. I'm 20 years. I'm a salesperson here.
20 years. You have finished some school, some university, or?
I'm in college.
You are in college.
Yes.
Which college is this?
Eldoret Poly.
Eldoret. Now you see, this is what this gentleman is in school, but he's doing sales, which means he's already getting the culture of business. When he finishes college, he's not going to tarmac to look for a job. He's already into sales, and he's going to he graduates as a consultant in sales. So what have you done? What's your experience, and what can you tell the other youth?
I've experienced more especially in agriculture, in fruits, planting fruits and flowers.
Good.
Yeah.
This is good. I can see you have a gadget here. Are you going to digitalize some of this work? Are you going to computerize it? Can we do this work through the computer, through the phone? Can you go on the phone and get any? I can see you are very digital. What can you say? I mean, that farming and ICT.
I'm doing ICT, so I was trying to come up with an app.
Aha.
Yeah.
You see now that I was in Ghana, and there is an app that just a farmer has it on their phone, and then a click, and then Wabomba reaches you. Anybody else reaches you. So we are now doing modern agripreneurship. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it. You have heard it from Wabomba. I've come to promote, support. I've taken each of these, one each, and I'm going now to put it in my farm in Kimilili. This is Bungoma. The climate is similar. And we are saying, like Wabomba said, this is the place to be. Look at him, look at the contact that he gave, and you don't know what you are missing if you are not here. Thank you.
Maybe just before you end,
Yes.
I can add something just besides what we are doing as fruit farming and gardening from my colleagues. Wabomba AgriVenture is actually a holistic company, which is one shop stop for any agriculture practices. We provide extension on crop farming. We provide extension on dairy farming. We provide extension on poultry farming. We do issues of horticulture, and most lately we are also doing apiculture. We are able to manage your bees, we are able to make hives and do inspections of your bees. Then we are also getting market to the farmers, because we want to believe that agriculture is actually not complete in this definition if market is not inclusive. And therefore we as Wabomba AgriVenture, we have come up with a department that deals with marketing. How are we going to ensure that what we produce reaches out to our clients? And we are doing this basically via use of social media. We have discovered there is a lot of power in social media, and therefore if a farmer has something and is interested in selling, our role is actually to write something about it and virate in our media platforms, that is WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, and even our website. So we want to encourage farmers that if you want to buy anything, you want to sell anything, provided it's agricultural, for the purpose of empowering the community, empowering yourself as a farmer, kindly reach us. And our contact is 0700446551. We are located in Bungoma. For nursery, it's just actually here, that's opposite the Members Club. Our offices are at Megon Plaza, that's opposite Governor's office. Thank you.
Welcome.